Hi everyone, this is Ashley and welcome to my channel So Sketch. Today we are going to be working on a Valentine's card, and I thought it would be fun to do kind of an alternative Valentine's card where it's not hearts or flowers. And this is probably an idea that you've seen on, Pinterest or Etsy, where it's a little whale and it says, "I will always love you." So what I'm doing right now is a flat wash. This is dry paper, and I'm starting with a pretty wet wash that I already mixed up. And then I just kept the bead of paint wet as I moved along the whale. You can see I got a really even coloring. So if you want your color to be even, that's a type of wash you can be used. And then I decided I wanted to go ahead and do some shading while it was wet. So now I'm working wet into wet by dropping in an indigo color. And I think that's on top of primary blue. And I'm using the Lukas 1862 professional watercolor set. And now I'm coming in with cobalt teal, just to add more layers and texture to the whale. And now I'm starting to do the shading on his sort of belly and mouth, and that's Payne's Gray, and it just looked really dark at first. You can see I'm having some bleeding into the mouth, and then I thought, well, he's in the ocean, maybe he's a little mossy. I don't think that really happens, but I thought the green would look kind of nice. And I've seen some of these whales where people make them look almost like constellations, so that might be an interesting idea if you're kind of bored with just painting a regular old whale. This is more of like a cartoon style whale, but it's just for a Valentine's card, so I wanted to make something really quick and simple and easy. Now that I've got my base layer in, it's time to go ahead and start refining and adding shadows. So I'm using an indigo mix with less water, and you'll see as I go, that I keep using this indigo mix but less and less water for a deeper, darker shadow look. I'm already starting to build up some of that layer, and you can see it kind of just makes him pop by contrasting with the dark layers. And because he's kind of cartoonish, I thought I'm going to go ahead and kind of outline him. It's not really going to affect the realism. So I'm just building up more contrast, more shadows. In the beginning, when I first started painting, I didn't really realize how important it was to get your darks right and to try to balance your darks. But as I've been practicing and learning, I've said before, I'm a beginner, I'm not a professional. I've really appreciated how balancing those darks really can make your work stand out. So his eyeball already's, popping out because I just did some darks there. And I'm getting pretty close to being done, and I thought he needed some spattering. So I used gouache for the spatters, and you'll see me do that up here in a second. So I'm just flicking the gouache on and getting all kinds of texture because, whales usually have this sort of like spottiness. And I'm horrible at brush lettering, but here I go. It's a card, so I did order a stamp set from Amazon. I'm waiting for that. But I'm writing out my little "I will always love you," giving it a quick dry with the heat gun, and I'll show you what it looks like. Oh, and that's a bone folder if you've never seen one of those. All right, this is my finished card, and happy Whalentine's Day to you. Hope you make this for someone you love, and thanks for watching.